recording.
All right, welcome back for our next installment of I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but with Keita and Kim.
Keita here.
So
the P Valley edition.
Let's do it.
Exclusively P Valley. Because it's a lot, baby. It's a lot.
To let P Valley have its own episode.
I hadn't even watched it yet. Folks were like, have you seen P Valley? When y'all gonna talk about P Valley? I was like, oh Lord, what happened? I was scared to watch it.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was long, like a Disney movie. You know, Disney movies in like 90 minutes, 80 minutes. It was long. Except that it wasn't Disney at all. One Disney at all. No. The children can't watch this.
It was more of a porno.
It was a lot. It was a lot. Oh, let's go and jump into it.
All right, let's hit it. What you got?
All right. Why was this chick allowed to still be at work sneezing all over creation? That almost made me gag when she sneezed in that woman's face. Just talking about it's making
okay, she could have been at work, but of all the people on the planet, why you got your mask on? Like, you should have had on 10 masks.
The health inspector?
No, the girl that was doing all the sneezing. Because of course, you know, people who are sick, even in our regular jobs, they go to work.
They do come anyway.
So it doesn't matter if you're a stripper or if you are a teacher, you still going to work sick. Okay.
It's COVID though. And they're making a point of stressing that this is during COVID times and people wearing masks. So I think it's unreasonable that they let her keep coming in there sneezing. That's the only point I have.
But she got to make that money. She got kids to feed. She got rent to pay. She couldn't miss, and they don't get no sick leave.
I know, but she would have had to, like you said, she would have had to have 10 masks on.
And not take it off.
So why the health inspector take hers off?
She was into it. She was, the mesmerizing eyes on, I can't think of her name now. I said I was going to try to remember it. But when she looked into her eyes, she got mesmerized. So she started taking her mask off. And I think she had on goggles and 2 masks, I think.
She took everything off and then gonna get mad because she got sneezed on. And like I said, well, I don't know if I said it on here yet, but I don't see how she could just shut everything down in the middle of the strip club. I was like, I'm not buying that. And this after hours, is she even allowed to do that? I don't know.
So this is where shows challenge my intelligence. Why do I need to be cerebral for P Valley? I don't want to think. I just want to enjoy the show. So of course, when I saw that working in public health, I was just like,
time out.
I can't do that. I mean, true enough, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't know when the health inspector is coming. However, you were just in there enjoying the services. Now you're going to go get your clipboard out the car? No, ma'am, you cannot do that.
No. And she knew before she went in there that they didn't have, everything wasn't up to code. So if she wanted to shut it down, she should have shut it down. And if she wanted to just get her rocks off, she should have done that and then went on home. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, and she was doing most of the violating. You weren't doing the 6 feet when you were sitting up on the stage.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You done moved everybody out the way, put you a chair right up on the stage, and then got you a private room.
But that's how ignorant people are too. I think they wanted to drive home that point that people are hypocrites like that.
Yes,
like, I will expose myself in a way that I think is okay, but you can't come and sneeze in my space, or you can't, whatever.
Right. Yeah. And I just was like, oh no, she did not go get the clipboard out the car, write them up, give them the maximum fine because you mad because the girl sneezed in your face. If you weren't there, you wouldn't have gotten sneezed on.
Right. Right.
And the thing about it is, with Uncle Clifford knowing everybody, he should have been able to call the inspector and be like, your girl was in here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because remember, he knows the sheriff. Right?
Yeah, he should have been able, Uncle Clifford should have been able to shut all of that down.
But you know, it's a show. We're not supposed to be cerebral about it. I understand that. But that was tremendously far-fetched.
It was challenging to keep, to suspend your disbelief for that moment. It was like, okay, now hold up. Yeah. But sometimes I just cannot. I know I'm watching sci-fi, right? You remember that movie Lost in Space? This is I talk about this all the time. Yeah, we know it's not real. They traveling in space. We got talking robots, all this going on. But in that movie in the 90s, they went through the sun. I was like, okay, now hold up. No. I'm with y'all on all of the rest of this nonsense, but we're not going through the sun. We're not going to warp speed through the sun. And as they were driving towards it, all they did was put sunglasses on. I was like, I'm done.
You're not supposed to know any of that.
That's what I'm saying. When I want to turn my brain off and just have fun, that's what I want to do. I don't want to have to stop and be like, okay, hold up. I do have a degree or 2 or 3 or 4. So
and all I could do was think back to all of the signs that they had on the door that said you must wear a mask, you must be 6 feet apart. Well, for all business owners, they also received the document that says, you know, what you needed to do as far as the air purification, you know, blah, blah, blah.
HEPA filters.
Yeah, the HEPA filter. Bitch, HEPA. The HEPA filter. Yeah, so I was just like, oh my God, I hate that I know stuff like that, but it was funny. It was still funny because she was like 25,000. I was like, damn, you just went from 1 to a billion.
Yeah, she did. She really went there.
Yeah, and then when he was like, I know you.
When I saw her, I was like, oh, that's that chick.
That's Cora. Do they do stuff like that during the like
during the breaks or something?
Yeah, and they be like, that's Cora. You know?
I feel like that every time I see Roulette. Yeah. I keep wanting to call her Wanda from Snowfall. I'm like, what you doing, Wanda?
Yeah, so her name is Lauren on here, not Cora. So yeah, but
yeah. So did you catch that when they were fighting in the dressing room? The music playing was "Whoop That Trick."
Whoop that trick.
It's like they know they've been bringing it with the music this season.
They have. I have enjoyed the music, but I was talking to my cousin earlier. My cousin in Cali. Shout out to my cousin. And I was just like, I hate that movie.
Oh, the Hustling. What was it called?
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow. Yeah.
It is the worst movie on TV.
I hated that movie too. But that scene was funny.
He tell me every single line in the movie, and I was like, dude, I hate
that movie was awful. But I like Whoop That Trick. I was cracking up. That was funny to me. It's terrible. I mean, it's just the worst ever. But you can't take what's his name? Howard too. What is his name? How am I? I can't think of nothing today.
Howard. Oh, Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. I can't take him seriously.
See, that's what I said to my cousin. Cousin, that is exactly what I said to you. I cannot take Terrence Howard seriously. Anytime he say mine, I'm done.
And they kept saying mine.
He always flies a kite. Mine.
Mine. Yeah. He is hilarious.
The worst movie on the planet. But yes, I did notice that they played Whoop That Trick. And you're right. This last episode with the party, Uncle Clifford's party was so good with the music and everything. And on this show, they had a lot of good music as well. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. So I'm no longer cerebral. But what the hell did Uncle Clifford have on though? What was with the cutout? And then you can see his booty, and then it had camo
Oh, you talking about the denim outfit
What
with
was
the
that?
cheeks cut out, and then when he was walking away, the booty had the had on the camel underwear. I was like, that's a whole lot of outfit. That's a lot of outfit going on.
It was taped,
There was a lot.
sewed, stapled, button, zipper.
Zippers, yeah. It was like this fool went into Joanne Fabric and was like, give me all of it. Just run it. Just went in there and was like, run it.
I was watching a video earlier, and this guy said Bugle Boy jeans. I died laughing.
Not the
Like,
Bugle Boys.
oh my God. He went all the way back. I was like, I forgot about Bugle Boy. But that outfit was ugly. That pink dress was ugly.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. Uncle Clifford is usually hitting harder than that. I don't know what the wardrobe situation is. Yeah.
And he made me laugh so hard when he was calling Autumn all of those, every single name. She had about 13 names by the time
Haley. Yeah, he did call her Autumn Haley something. Yeah, he did call her a bunch of names.
Everything in the book, Heifer. I was like, Uncle Clifford has been going off this episode. But she knows she wrong for that. She knows she wrong.
So who you think gonna win for mayor? Would you vote for Patrice Woodbine?
Girl.
Hell to the no. Casino. She said casino.
Hell to the no. I wouldn't vote
She
for
got
her
all
or Obama. I'm not
what they
voting
call him, bootleg Obama. I think you said that too.
I'm drooling over here.
He do look like he was the Obama in that movie, and
Yes,
it's hard to
Andre.
forget. Yeah.
I wouldn't vote for Andre either. He still got to get his residency established. He a resident for 2 whole minutes talking about he gonna run for mayor.
That's another thing about the insulting your intelligence. It's like, okay, I don't think you can just run for mayor in Chucalissa if you live in Atlanta and you just miraculously was deeded a house or left a house in a will. I don't see how he can qualify.
His driver's license still say Atlanta.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But he did drive from Atlanta to Chucalissa in a span of 30 seconds.
Like 10 minutes.
So it went from one scene to the next. He was back in Chucalissa.
Even though Memphis is 5-6 hours away.
From where?
From here.
From Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
It's 6.
Yeah.
So Memphis? Memphis is 8, I think. I think Memphis is 8. Jackson is 6 from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So yeah. I don't know, child, but that was too funny. But yeah, let's talk about that first scene, boo. Andre's wife. She said she had needs too.
But why he busting there mad? First of all, he been sleeping with.
No.
He ain't had sex with Autumn ever. I thought he did first season.
No, he slept in a chair. I didn't think did I miss something?
Well, if he ain't slept with her, he trying to very soon. Yeah. And then when he busts in on his wife, she was like, wear your mask. That's what got me. You got a whole man's what in your mouth, and you gonna ask your husband, wear your mask. She gobbling and like, wear your mask. I was like, I'm done.
That was the line of the whole show.
She was like, wear your mask.
You got busted with a whole meal and the sides.
The Frank and the beans. So he had the Frank and beans.
Like, wear your mask.
And that's what she want to know. Wear your mask. Okay. That's what we talked about.
So what's funny is last season she showed up at Andre's hotel after he had been at the club with Haley and he couldn't get none from Haley. He sees his wife and then, they have a good night in the hotel. That's all we knew about the wife. this episode, we find out that her father has been helping Andre try to find a better job. He had a job, but have a better job so he can be on the level at which her parents deem acceptable to them. And so she said, this is typical of you trying to do something dumb and stupid, that you gonna run for mayor of Chucalissa while my parents trying to get you a bomb job in ATL. I was just like, oh, so that's their issue. He doesn't meet the expectations of her parents. She's a physician, and he was working for a shady company trying to buy up property and put Black folks out of their housing and properties and stuff, commercial property.
It's the same old they do on TV. If the wife has money, the husband resents it.
Yeah.
And he does everything he can to sabotage the relationship. And if her parents have the money, he don't want any of it. I mean, it's.
But didn't he know that when he married her? But see, we don't know all that.
No, but I could understand her being irritated if he ain't working. She working every day. She fighting. She got patients dying. She got mask bruises on her face and things like that. And then he running the Chucalissa
every 30 seconds, because it's just 30 seconds away.
Who paying for all that gas he burning up and down?
She is, because he don't have a job right now.
See that?
And now he got a whole house that he got to pay taxes on. And remember the uncle was paying everybody in the community's water bill. So is he gonna pick all of that up too?
I guess so. He gonna have to get dirty, or he gonna have to accept some money from, I guess, the guys, the family, the white boys, and the mixed guy.
Well, I say I thoroughly have enjoyed the penises in the last 2 episodes. I appreciate.
Well, they swinging this season. I look.
Thank you.
Somebody must have said we need some equal opportunity penises out here.
Put them
boobs all
lay
the
them
time
on the table
and booties all the time. We're gonna need to see some dang-a-langs.
Thank you, Katori.
Pulling them out. They flopping them out left and right.
And they slapping people and everything, just everywhere. Slapping Andre in the face. Yeah, just.
I was like, full frontal. Well, hold up.
And dude said he wanted to get his clothes. He was like, if you don't get the heck up out of here.
But he wasn't even mad that his wife was smashing somebody else. He mad because she laughed at him for wanting to be mayor. That's what's important. Yeah.
She got a whole mouthful, no gag reflex. And then he talk about, you ain't gonna support.
You don't believe in me. You don't believe in me.
You ain't gonna.
So if she had believed in him, if she had thought his bid for mayor was credible, well, then would he be like, okay, carry on?
Right.
Gonna put back. Yeah. No.
I got Haley over here. I'm good. So now he want to drive 30 seconds back to Chucalissa so he could tell Haley what happened.
But he didn't he kiss her or something? I don't know. He in love.
Tried to kiss her, and that's when Uncle Clifford bust out talking about, bitch, you trying to
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, why not? Wouldn't you? Like, she is so dead on the inside. She's like, cha-ching, I can see this money, this waterfront property. I know I can get 10 million for it. I'm gonna sell when the right numbers fall.
What you think about that though? You think she should sell?
It's not her property. I mean, I know by how she got it, but it's not her property to sell. They supposedly in a partnership.
She has a majority though.
I understand that, but
and
it's not hers. But she didn't even give him an opportunity to try to get it back from her. She didn't even discuss that.
Mhm.
They haven't even discussed that.
Well, she cold now. She cold hearted. That's why
Yeah.
that man came trying to kill her. She don't care about taking something from somebody.
Yeah, what was that? What was that Sadies? You gotta say Sadies. What was that Sadies say? Said you easy to love, but even easier to
The
hate.
hate. Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, that seems like her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just it's not hers to sell.
Yeah.
That's I mean, what you think? What you think?
I do think that it's just a building though. And if they can get 10 million for it and open up the pink somewhere else, fine.
The paint.
Yeah. But it's a shame how she's going about it because it's like a home to the rest of them. She doesn't have any attachment to it. She doesn't care about any of them like they care about each other. So it's a bad look for her. I don't think it's gonna happen. So
she is like, y'all ain't supposed to do this the rest of your life. You can't tell those women what they want to do or should do for the rest of their lives.
Right.
I mean, even Diamond and what's the one with the cane had a conversation about the college degree. Everybody doesn't have a college degree and can go, just automatically go somewhere else. And you're not going to make the same amount of money as fast as you can at McDonald's that you're going to make at the strip club. Everybody knows that. So I don't think it's Autumn/Haley's responsibility. Right. Whatever her name is today, I don't think it should be her decision on who should go and who should stay and what should happen next. That's not her decision. So,
All right. So what about wifey and Mercedes? Wifey say she ain't never done this before, but she ain't act like it was her first time.
So I gotta say, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that the wife was really enamored by Sadie's. I mean, you could tell that from last episode. She was like really turned on. And it probably wasn't immediately gay vibes. That's not even where I go first. I go by, I think that she was enamored by what she could do, how she looked, her confidence. I mean, the fact that she wanted to get her permission first, stuff like that.
Well, she said she was starting to hate herself because of how, good Mercedes is and how, like you said, confident and how she looks and everything.
Yeah. And then she started liking her. She started seeing her a little different. Look at that fat ass old Sadie's, maybe, let's see where this goes. But
she might be lonely too. How long is Coach gone? Like, how often is he gone?
Yeah, she's definitely lonely. But I do have to say that was a great scene. It was a good interaction between our two Sororos. So yes, Farrah is a soror as well. Her real name is Shamika Cotton.
Okay.
And so I think that they just did a good overall scene between them, their whole interaction as it got to them being intimate.
It just could get serious because it seems like, some feelings could develop. And then how's the coach going to feel? So that might be where this story is headed.
Yeah.
But what if the wife ends up crazy? She might be a stalker.
Well, Sadie's trying to get that money. So how far do you think Sadie's will take it?
I don't know. I know she's trying to get that money, but she seemed like she was disappointed that the wife left money on the table. She left several stacks on the nightstand.
Yeah, but that's what she was there for.
Yeah, but when people think that there are feelings involved, they feel some kind of way if you still pay them. Plus she wasn't there and everything. She just left like it was, she gave the appearance like that wasn't nothing. The wife did. Like,
well, it's not her home. Remember, that's not their house. It's just a condo that he owns.
But she could have still snuggled up with her. She just left her there and then just left some money. I'm saying she treated her like a prostitute. And I don't think Mercedes was expecting that.
Yeah.
So I think
So you think Sadie's has some feelings
or she thought
more
the wife
about the
did.
situation, or more, what is it, more about the situation or more about she's getting feelings for Farrah?
I think she got to figure it out. I don't know yet. I don't know where they're going with that, but I think she's got to do some soul searching. All right.
Yeah, it was an interesting scene. It was an interesting scene. I think it was
I thought it was
creative. And if you look at Sadie's page, she did talk about on Instagram, she did talk about how they prepared for that scene. It was her first kiss
with a woman,
period, on camera.
Oh, first kiss on camera.
Period. Okay. And how she had to be, how they went through coaching and everything for that whole scene or whatever. And that's how I found out that Farrah was a soror, because she said, thanks to my sorors, Farrah and the other girl.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, so yeah, I thought that was cool that she talked about that.
All right. So let's get on to.
And then of course, Roulette is a soror as well. I said another soror. I don't know if we acknowledged that Gail Bean is a soror as well.
I don't know if we said it on camera before. Yeah. So yeah, she is a soror.
All
Wanda.
Right. Them deltas. You call her Wanda, but her name Roulette on P-Valley.
Yeah. Yeah, so Big Teak, girl. Big Teak.
Well, I'm gonna let you have that one.
Big Teak.
Because you were right.
I told you.
Wait, let me take my hat off. Wait, I'm gonna take my hat off to you because you were right.
I could tell he's in love with Lil Murda. It was the way he was talking about how he helped him through prison and all that. I was like, oh, he in love. But even before that, they in this hearse riding around listening to the riots and all of that kind of stuff. And Big Teak is just boiling. You could see him he was so intense, and he was sitting back, and I'm thinking, don't nobody else see this fool back here about to explode? Like, y'all don't realize y'all riding around with a whole powder keg in the back seat. Like, he was back there straight up seething.
Yeah.
I said, he about to snap. And so when he did snap on Useless Gidget.
Oh God, I don't even know why she was even there. But anyway.
She had no purpose on, I don't even know why they put her in that episode. But
Rome.
Oh, yeah, his name is
Rome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like two names or something. But anyway, he was taking the side of like, he was like the devil's advocate, but I think he really believes it or whatever. Like, well, if the police came, he did something wrong. And I was just like, here we go. But when Big Teak snapped, he yelled at that white girl, I'll take your soul. I said, oh. I was like, and I think he meant it too. I was scared of him.
Definitely meant it.
I was scared of him. I was like, no, y'all need to
get your pasty ass out.
He was like, I'll take your soul. See, I think we had to pause on that one. I was like, well, I'm gonna need a minute. He scared me. And I'm only watching.
He played the hell out of that scene.
Yeah, that brother is really doing it in all the scenes, because that and the latter part, he doing the most.
They doing the most. Yeah. That was quite a bit. But I don't know why Gidget was there. Why did they bring her back? I don't know.
I don't know. And are they gonna go back to the fact that Roulette is giving BJs in people's cars and stuff? Or are they gonna just smooth turn it to now she gonna get out here protesting? Or she gonna start rioting because of her brother? Like, what's happening with that?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Also, did you notice the name of the title of the show? Demetrius.
But they didn't pronounce it that way on the show.
She did not. She said Demetrius.
She did.
But the title is Demetrius, and I'm wondering if that means something very specific. See, here we go, being cerebral again.
I don't think it's that cerebral. I think that's just an ignorant way to spell Demetrius. That's all I get from it.
That's all
I
you
don't think,
get from it.
I don't think it meant anything that elevated. I don't.
Well,
P
because
Valley.
yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, with her crying, and that was an interesting scene as well. And then she pours her heart out to this dude who's also insignificant on a Gidget level.
Yeah, why are they giving him attention? The pill
Right.
guy. I don't get it.
With the hustler, we don't need that either.
Yeah, and we got a ghost story that's still floating around. They actually showed a hand coming up out. First of all, Diamond walks in the Paradise room. The floor is wet. That's a problem. And then we see this hand coming up out the floor. I was like, yeah, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. I don't know. I guess it was supposed to be a vision. Maybe he was just feeling that, but I just think they're doing too much.
But if Diamond is into this, I will use the word voodoo. I don't know if I'm using it correctly, but I'm just gonna call it voodoo. If he's really into the voodoo, then he needs to pack up all of his stuff at the house, bring it to the bank, and get all the spirits out.
That's probably coming. That's why they showed us that he could remove this weight from Mercedes.
7 pounds.
And because he can see where nobody else is seeing this ghost, he actually saw the hand or whatever, and he knows what it's connected to. So it's probably going to have to be a showdown between him and this ghost.
Yeah, well, get to it.
I know. We don't need it though. I don't need it. It's unnecessary.
Well, I didn't need the fact that he was driving off on the motorcycle with Big Bone. Ain't that her name?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
it came out of nowhere.
It came out of nowhere. I was like, y'all leave these people alone who just got here yesterday. We know she just had a baby. She want to make some extra money. Okay. All right. But we ain't thinking about her right now. We got Ghost to deal with. We got to knock Autumn/Haley on her head and get rid of her. She ain't gonna sell the paint. We got to deal with Uncle Clifford and his everything he got to deal with.
Speaking of, back to Big Teak and Lil Murda. I know I've been avoiding talking about it, but back to them. I've been rooting for Uncle Clifford and Lil Murda, but Lil Murda wasn't thinking nothing about Unc last night, though. No, he wasn't thinking nothing about Uncle Clifford in this last.
Once he pulled that condom, see, he knew what was gonna happen. He just happened to have some condoms sitting on the dresser. No. Oh, they were in his pocket from the last time he was with Clifford.
I mean, he a single young rapper. I'm not surprised that he got condoms handy. Okay. But I didn't need to see him put it in that man's mouth. I get it, safe sex and whatnot, but that was another one of them moments for me.
Another one of those. What kind of moments?
I can't. I can't.
I miss the days when sex was implied. I really do miss the Cosby Show days when they had the California King bed. Bill Cosby had a whole outfit that was pajamas because they were long, and then he had on pants. And Claire had on her long and then pants. And they got on opposite sides of the bed.
And they just go.
Yeah, and then here come the kids in the middle, and all of the kids had enough room in that bed to sleep comfortably.
So the parents can't be in there naked. They show all the details now, especially on P Valley. I was just like, wow. I don't know if I was ready for that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I was talking to my cousin earlier. And he said, there's only one more thing that we haven't seen. We've seen sucking, we've seen women, we've seen men. There's only one other thing we have not seen. And if P Valley does that, I am done. I just, it's too much. I'm gonna go back and watch I'm gonna go back and watch the Cosby Show. Huh?
What?
Tossing salads.
Oh, I thought you were saying bestiality or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Ain't no animals on. That was Martell wearing the
Wearing Frosty. No,
Right.
so yeah.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying? This episode like was a lot. It was a lot.
You got to be full grown to watch
Fully
P
grown.
Valley. Your kids can't even walk through the room. You can't pause it and wait till they leave. You got to turn the TV off. What? Go back upstairs.
Girl, I got to close the curtains.
You can't have your neighbors seeing you
Can't
watching
have
that.
neighbors walking down the street while
Right.
you watching P Valley.
Kim watching porn.
Right.
It's turning into soft porn. I was
Listen,
like, all right,
listen,
y'all. Okay.
Listen, all day tomorrow, I'm going to watch the Cosby Show in Different World. I just cannot.
The bad part is I went to church and
You
I
went to
watched this. I watched this after church. I was like, oh no. I shouldn't have done that. Oh,
You need to go back to church.
I need a redose or what. I need a do-over.
Yeah, you need
I'm
mhm.
gonna go see my pastor. Said she put some ashes on my forehead for me. Some
Yeah,
anointing oil. I was like, woo wee. All right, y'all.
yes. So okay, I know what we forgot to say. Speaking of music,
Mercic.
speaking of music, did you notice when Sadie's and Farrah was standing next to the wall and Sadie's was talking about her daughter and Farrah's phone
Her
rang?
phone rang.
Yeah, and it was a song called Niggas Ain't Shit, Niggas Ain't Shit, Niggas Ain't Shit.
And it was Coach calling.
Yeah, it was Coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to find out some more about what that's about.
Yeah.
The ringtone tells a lot.
Poor Farrah. She's carrying a lot on her very tiny shoulders. There's a whole
She's
bunch
so
to
pretty.
unpack there.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said she's so pretty.
Yeah, she is a pretty lady. Mhm.
She looks like one of my cousins. I'm not gonna say her name.
You got to be careful about saying people's names.
I know that's right.
But yeah, it was a lot to unpack. But I tell you what, I want to be on the group me for the pink posse. I want to be.
Yeah, when they say we head down to the pink, I want to know. Or when they say we throwing a party for Uncle Clifford's birthday, yeah, I want to be on the pink posse group chat.
Yeah, the group me. Yeah,
Yes.
Group chat. Well, I might have called it group me on my own, but yeah, I wanted to be on that. Diamond said I'm still on the group chat. I was like, how you get on the group chat?
Yeah. Somebody text me, somebody add me to it.
777-9311. Area code 601. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it was a lot to unpack. It was
But I still love the show. I do.
it was a great show. It was a very good show. It was just thinking about our childhood and everything was implied. Everything, even though we really didn't think like that back then because we were young and that's just not what we were doing back then. I just really kind of appreciated a little bit. And I just really can't imagine being a young person today with all of this access to social media. And this was your introduction to the world.
A lot of pressure. Yeah.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
And kids watching that if kids are watching it, they might not.
They're watching it because they have access to it.
They don't know what they seeing. They don't really know how to process all of it.
Girl,
I don't know how to process
it.
all of it. Right. I was like, okay, y'all. Okay.
When you watching TV and the whole time you going.
And your phone blowing up. Watch P Valley.
Girl,
what are you? Girl. Child.
Yeah.
Everybody giving you them eyeball.
Right.
Eyeball emojis. Yes.
It was a lot.
Yes.
It was a lot. So this Sunday, I'm gonna be really scared to watch the episode. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I mean, they have
It might
elevated.
turn into a zombie show. Who knows?
I mean, how are they gonna come behind that?
I don't know. And this was only episode 4, 5. We
Yeah.
aren't very far in,
Right.
right?
I think it's 4.
They doing the most, the absolute most.
Yeah, I
And
think this is 204.
and like, how are we gonna? Yeah, like you said, where do you go from
Where
here?
do you go from here?
Because you can't pull it back to hugs and kisses at this point. Not when you done show 2
We're
dudes
going
off.
straight to Westworld.
These dudes is like, I mean, and it, I think they did it as sweet as they could. It was like all tender and stuff. And I was like, wow, it's all right. Okay. Okay. They doing it. They doing it. And then dude was all upset because he didn't get the postcards. He in his feelings. And I was just like, wow.
And here I am talking about, I just think he's institutionalized.
Yeah. I'm like,
My gaydar is broken. I don't think I have one. I can't pick them out. I don't know when it's approaching me. I don't know. I really can't figure that out.
I don't think I really have gaydar per se. I think I have I'm more in tune to who likes each other or who's attracted to whom. You know what I'm saying? Like I can usually tell if somebody, I may not know which person it is, but I can usually tell when there's something between 2 people. Mm-hmm.
Just thought he missed his guy.
Mm-hmm.
My dude, my cell block D dude. Like, I really just didn't jump all the way that that was his boyfriend in jail. Like, I didn't.
It was a vibe I was getting. It was too tender.
It was.
He was pouring his heart out. The dude, his letters or his poems got him through these tough moments. He just sounded too much like he was in love with it. It was love. I was just feeling that from him. I was. But it don't seem like it was both ways. It wasn't necessarily both ways.
Well, it definitely wasn't if he wasn't getting any postcards.
Or I mean, it might have been, but like he might have been feeling something for the dude, but not on the same level. So then when he got out, it wasn't quite there. Because I think he has some genuine feelings for Uncle Clifford.
He loves some Uncle Clifford.
But I think if he does get to be with Uncle Clifford, this situation with Big Teak is gonna come back to bite him in the butt. Big Teak gonna be like, "Oh, you weren't saying that when you was," you know how people do. He'll see Uncle Clifford and the dude together, and Lil Murder will say, "Oh man, dude, it wasn't like that." "Oh, you ain't say that when you put that condom in my mouth." Yeah, he'll say something ignorant like that. So, look, I need to be a show writer because I know how they do.
That'll be our next job. You write it, I'll critique it.
Yes.
And it won't be cerebral at all.
But it won't be stupid. Like we won't be insulting people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, sit down, Lauren. And you didn't get that much in the divorce. Your husband didn't have that much money.
That's what I said. Did she just spend all her divorce settlement money? Did she just spend all of it? Yeah, they were ones. It looked like they were ones, but the stack was still like that.
And I don't know how much that is. I mean, I've never had that many ones before, so I don't know what that looks. I don't know.
I can measure it and then tell you because I know how thick a dollar is and stuff.
Bo.
Full nerd.
Go on with your bad engineering.
So do you remember how many stacks were on the table that Farrah left with Mercedes?
I think it was 6, I think. Because it was stacked.
And some of them were turned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it was 10,000 though. I know they said she would get 10,000 for the weekend on last episode, but it didn't. I thought maybe it was just 5 or 6, like 6,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Because I thought each stack was 1,000. Stacks of thousands.
I ain't never had that. I only use checks, cashier check to cashier check. I never had the actual.
Cash.
Yeah, never.
Hmm.
Never. So that's interesting. Don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's P Valley.
All right.
Can't wait to see what's gonna happen on Sunday.
We're gonna have to watch like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like put a cross on or something. Like, yeah, it's
It feels like it's affecting your soul
my
or something
mental.
like it. Yeah, like oh, and like I feel like I didn't let it go after watching it. I gotta get that off of me. Not that I mean, and there's nothing wrong with any of it. It's just was a lot to watch and
In one
actually
episode.
feel like you participating because you're seeing so much. Like I feel like
Hand me my sock.
and like somebody burn a candle. Somebody burn a candle real quick.
No, that's my bra. Not yours.
Feel like we all in the middle of everything. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, but I will be watching. I will. I'm gonna ride with them to the end of the season because we only on episode 4. They got to be doing at least 8. Well, 8, 10, something like that. That's a lot of show left.
Yeah, it's a lot of show left.
We're gonna have to have a whole election. They're gonna have to have an exorcism. We still got COVID floating around. Somebody gonna get it.
Andre gonna have to divorce his wife so he can marry Haley / Autumn.
So next episode, we're gonna see them back in the paint with partitions and stuff.
Yeah.
That ought to be interesting.
The Africans done brought the hippo filters.
Hippo filter.
And the partitions.
Yeah. All right. Well,
thank you, honey.
that's a wrap. I think we still probably did about an hour, but it was fun. All right,
Yeah.
hon. Until
Okay.
next week. I ain't trying to be funny, but
I ain't trying to be funny, but
I'm
see ya.
Peter. That's
I'm
Kim.
Kim.
All
Peace.
right. Till next time.